know how to love ourselves, we would be very different. We would do many things differently, and we wouldn't do many other things. So many times we hurt ourselves. Many times we don't know what to do with ourselves. We don't know how to manage our emotional state, our mind. And we need to learn how to bring more love towards ourselves. A true love means love with understanding. So the problems arise because we don't understand and we don't know how to love ourselves. We don't know ourselves. So when I look at people, I see that there are only very, very few people who know how to love themselves. And most of the people, they're suffering because of lack of love. In the East, in India, for example, in the Eastern cultures, although materialistically they are very poor, but they have a lot of love. And you can see that there are many Asian people and cultures, and they're very happy. You go to the most rural places where they live on $1 a day. You would look that they're so poor, but the kids are running completely happy in the streets. There is a harmony in the family. There is nothing really missing. In the West, there is so much things, so much money, so much material possessions. But everybody is lacking the most important thing, love. Everybody's bellies are full. Everybody's closets are full of clothes. Everybody has so many things in their houses, and 1 or 2 or even 3 cars per family. But they don't talk to each other. You know, they have all their separate cars, all their separate computers and phones. And ironically, there was a very, very funny sign in a cafe while we were walking down the street. And it said, "We have Wi-Fi." This is in a restaurant, in a cafe. And it said, and we've seen it as well, "We have Wi-Fi, so you don't need to talk to each other." You know, so this is a very ironic truth. You know, we all have our smartphones and our cars and our jobs, and there are so many things to keep us separate from each other. These days, kids don't talk to each other. They talk on Messenger, you know. So in the West, we are very abundant with material objects. We can read hundreds of books of various philosophies, but none of them make us happy. And in the East, life is simple. There isn't much choices. There aren't many possessions. There isn't that much money, but there is love and there is happiness. So this is why we need to question ourselves. What actually brings us happiness? What actually brings us love? So once our bellies are full, once we receive enough of material possessions, then we find out that they don't really fulfill us. Yes, we have everything we need, but we don't feel fulfilled. We don't feel contentment. So then we start searching. We start perhaps traveling and getting to know other cultures and other people. And there we start seeing that it's not about materialism. It's about simple things that make us happy. So it's about the relationship towards each other and about finding love between each other. So when we become materialistically fulfilled, when our worldview expands, then we come to recognize that the love and happiness which we are seeking is actually already inside us. You know, we can travel 20 countries, we can have 20 relationships, and then we will find out that they all point back right into ourselves. Everything points back to your own heart. So everything you experience externally is a reflection of your internal vibrations. Everything you see externally, everything you feel, everything you experience is an experience of your internal vibration, of your internal essence. Because in truth, you are the creator. You create your reality in every single moment. So within you, you are holding vibrations, and these vibrations create your reality every single moment. If you hold vibrations of fear, you create the reality of fear. If you hold the vibrations of lack, you create a reality of lack. So we are actually masters of creation. We are already masters of creation, but we need to see what we are creating. And your life is a direct experience of your creation. You created your life, isn't it? From the moment you were born, you already chose where to be born. But then as you grow up, as you became more independent from your family, from your mom and dad, from that moment you chose to create your life on your own terms. And since that day you have been creating your life every single moment. But there is much more power inside you, because you will say that, well, life gave it to me, you know, I didn't choose it. Well, you didn't choose it with your mind, but you chose it with your vibrations. Because if you were holding vibrations of fear, fear came into your life. If you were holding vibrations of frustration, you received a lot more frustration in your life. If you were holding vibrations of anger, life gave you more circumstances to experience anger. So the law of attraction is always working every single moment, and you're attracting exactly what you are projecting. You are attracting exactly what you are projecting right now. So this is a really important realization, that you are creating the reality every single moment. And you have to take care of your vibrational state. As soon as you start taking care of your vibrational state and your projections, you will instantly realize how life brings you exactly what you have inside you and exactly what you need so that you can heal these vibrations from inside you. So knowing this, we need to bring a lot of kindness and a lot of love towards ourselves. And when we bring this kindness and love towards ourselves, we start healing our inner self. We start releasing the old fears, the old frustrations, the old resistances, the old unfulfillments and feelings of lack and limitation. And we start healing and then attracting life and attracting the cycles of experience on a higher vibrational note. So your vibrational state is the single most important thing that you have to take care of every single moment. That is a big task to do, but if you take care of that one task, it will take care of all other tasks. And knowing this, my practice has been always to take care of my vibrational state. And that then attracted and allowed everything to open up. So my prior responsibility became to become responsible for my inner vibrational state and to bring love, compassion and kindness to heal the old wounds, to heal the old difficulties. So through this healing process, you release the old and you create the new on a higher vibrational state. So one of the most important practice is to bring love and kindness to yourself. Is to feel compassion towards your own suffering. Is to feel compassion towards yourself. Is to say sorry towards your own self, to recognize your own pains, to recognize your own difficulties, your own struggles. And with this direct recognition, you will be able to go above them and beyond them. And by bringing more love and more compassion and more healing towards your own suffering, you will transcend the suffering of this personality. So love will heal your personality. It will heal every energy, every wound that you have. And every moment you heal the disharmonious sides inside you, every moment you bring harmony and balance inside you, your vibration goes up. You permanently establish yourself at a higher vibrational state. And your reality instantly starts projecting more opportunities and more good things towards your life. So every moment we release the darkness, light flushes right inside us. Every moment you release a little bit of ego from you, more love flushes right inside you. That is instantaneous. And that is called the inner transformation. So this is a path of inner transformation, to transform ourselves into light and love, into the consciousness, light and love. And that will become your reality. That will become your permanent reality. You will become light and love, speaking through this body, just appearing as this body. So that is a path of transformation. Transforming the disharmonies, the distortions, and returning to the light and love, to return to the source, to return to God, to become the pure consciousness itself. Okay. Any questions?
Like when Jesus said, if someone gives you, you just turn and have the other one.
Yes.
For the moment, you do it then.
But I think basically if you are more like this, nobody will do this to you. That's the main difference. Because in the past, for myself, I had a lot of problems like this, but because I was always in the bad side, okay, I'm angry, I'm this and this, and every time I had problems like this. But nowadays, no, I have no problem like this.
Yes, you will no longer enter.
Maybe you change your...
Yes, because you see, you rise your vibrations, you learn the lessons. And when you learn the lessons, you're not going to repeat the same mistakes again. And you will not allow yourself to be hurt again, isn't it? So this is why through self-love and kindness, you learn to lift up yourself, to heal yourself, to learn the lessons that you need to learn, and to establish yourself on a higher vibration. And then you will no longer resonate with the difficult life situations. You will no longer resonate with the people who give you trouble. You will start resonating with people who help you. You will start resonating with people who uplift you. And you will no longer meet people who give you trouble. Because you already learned the lesson. You already healed yourself. And you already live on a higher vibration. So self-love and self-compassion is a way to heal yourself and to rise yourself. And it's best to bring understanding, love to yourself, and compassion to yourself. With understanding of yourself, you will understand why things are happening as they're happening. You will start understanding why am I feeling these emotions. You will start understanding why my mind is crazy or why my mind is like this and like that. So understanding is very important. Love heals you. Compassion towards yourself allows you to overcome yourself. With compassion to yourself, you can always grow and transcend yourself, your past limitations. Because many times you will come limitations of understanding, limitations of how much you can heal yourself. And then you need to feel compassion to yourself, to for a moment to leave yourself and to see yourself through another person's eyes. Like to see yourself from the eyes of God, to see yourself as a little tiny person who has a lot of problems, and to see through the eyes of God and through the eyes of love, through the eyes of compassion towards your own suffering. And this way you transcend and overcome your own limitations.